Microphone check. Microphone check. So we just gonna get right into it. So for those who saw my last reaction I did, it was to a Wu Tang song called Warriors 2 Coolie High. In it, or at the beginning of it, I showed an album called Chamber Music. And before I review this album, I'm actually gonna bring that album back up because there's a reason why I was showing that album first. So I had a feeling that due to the guest appearances that were listed on the poster for the Black Samson album, that it would kind of have a feeling like Chamber Music. Chamber Music was basically an album that, as you can see by these track listings, they've got like a lot of legends on this album, like a lot of like East Coast legends. I know Sean Price was on this. They got Cormega on the track. They got AZ on the track, Master Ace on the fucking track. Like, this album is fire. A lot of people didn't know about it. They got MOP on a track, bruh. They got S.X. Like, this album is real short too. It's like 35 minutes. But this album is sick. Like, the whole formula of what they did was sick. Not every beat on there is a banger, because I don't think these tracks were produced by RZA, but RZA is on, I think, every track. This is a good ass album, straight up. And the reason why I wanted to show that first in the reaction was because just by looking at the track listings, I had a feeling that it would be kind of reminiscent to that. So the new album, Black Samson Bastard Sword, this is a 12-track album, and it's kind of similar to The Saga Continues in the sense that it's got kind of the similar thing to Chamber Music. It's got some dope ass guest appearances. And I think this is all produced by Mathematics. That's the one thing I gotta look up, I gotta go into. But I think Mathematics produced all this. And this is 12 tracks. That's a plus to me, because I don't really want to hear a really long album this time around. I want them to just have one that's a little bit shorter, time conserving, and that's why I'm glad they did that. But last time I read off the track listings that were on the poster or the album cover, and not all of them were listed. So King Crooked's on this album. Shout outs to King Crooked, one of my favorite MCs, a Long Beach native, real heavy in the game. I gotta check up on him to see if he has any new work, because he always be releasing projects. This album features Corrupt, real surprising, but it fits in great. He's on the Sucker Free City track, which is basically like an intro. I really like this album. It's not the best Wu-Tang album ever, but for right now in 2025, this one hits. I'm gonna play one of the tracks actually.
Let's just get right to it.
You're ruthless. You're despicable. You're nothing but killers.
I'm a professional.
Expect the deck,
I do
Jizz
what
and
I'm trained to
Capadonna.
do.
So you killed them.
Not my fault. They should have trained harder. Now, if you excuse me, I've more men to kill.
Damn you, bastard.
Allah, man, foot
I
on the
despise
gas.
you.
This slap like Nana when you talk back, fall back. You want smoke? Feel a contact. Kill a small chat, put it in the contract. I really work lunchbox with the hard hat. Coast to coast, LA to Chicago. Cross the north to south to Key Largo. Pronto, aiming and blow. Leave a John Doe. Folks so amazed at the flow is in condo. Toast to the greatest alive. Stay sane in a world where they built more fake than the chains. Get sent back the way that you came. I'm out to control the universe. Lames trying to make it rain, but I ain't hating on them. I'm just skating on them. Like waking in Jamaica in the morning. I was born with it, I'ma take it to the coffin. Take it to the limit, then take it to the auction.
We make those local spots when we turn the mics on. Rolling with the talent, the beats, rap verse. Said he had to lick a shot for a top-notch clan. Multiple swordsmen, blade sharp. Rip through your heart, MCs want no part. Any type of conflict or nonsense, then we respond quick. Get thick, the problem goes beyond sick. Goes beyond
Catch
sick.
you coming out the gate and swinging my sword. I cut rappers in half, choking with the cord. They'll never try to step to my written dimension.
Capadonna is a fucking monster. He's a fucking monster, bruh. Like, in 2025, Capadonna's still spitting that shit.
Your whole set, kick your head in the trenches. You non-fit nigga, I slap you out your flip-flops. Your flow on the ground and drag it for 6 blocks. You can't escape from the king of this hip-hop. Rappers can't avoid my spit, they just get chopped. 36 chambers, killing the vampires. Niggas suck dick, your whole camp is liars. Fake ass nigga, your beard is fake. You You wear tight clothes, wear a skirt for the devil. You don't know where I'm at, you search for my level. Stupid motherfucker, you ain't nothing but an idiot. Cartoon character, all your shit illiterate. Should've stormed you before, but I was considerate. Instead, me and my alligators jumped your homeboy. Violate niggas, smacking with the chrome toy. Keep talking, put the hammer on your teeth. Pit bulls eating your balls, you little thief. Can't fuck around, niggas will get slumped. Throw you off the roof, hit your dog with the pump. Your little posse, just a room full of roaches. You lead a bitch, you just food for my vultures. Soon as you come out the building, you dead meat. Drowned in the water, niggas is lead feet. I ain't finished with you, I'm just getting started. Your mother a tomboy, your father's retarded. Your big brother, he always wear pamper. Your little sister got a head in my hamper. I'm the king of this shit, don't you ever try spit. I heard you do it before, you sound like shit, nigga.
You dare enter the sacred temple?
Why wouldn't I? Who's gonna stop me?
Yeah, Capadonna, like I said, a fucking monster. That nigga tripping. But man, I needed that. I've been needing a good ass, crazy ass Capadonna verse. So yeah, that's just one track that's got Inspector Deck, Jizza, and Capadonna. Like I played in the reaction, I played a track with Benny the Butcher and Method Man. That shit was fire. That's one of my favorite tracks on it. They got a track called Dolomite with Capadonna, U-God, Master Killer, but U-God goes crazy on that shit. And that's the thing, like, I feel like I personally have been sleeping on U-God for a while, but U-God is low-key one of my favorites because of his voice. But then at the same time, when we go back in the history, like, he's always been on some of the best songs. Uzi, Pinky Ring, like, he was all up and down that. So whenever I hear U-God, it makes me happy. Whenever they include U-God on the album, I'm always happy with that, and he definitely shines on this album. But like I said, they got a track that's got King Crooked. They got Corrupt on the album. Like, I think that shit's so dope. They got 38 Special on the track. They got RJ Payne, who goes fucking crazy. Yeah, this is a good album. I really like it, and I like the fact that it's not too long. They got Cool G Rap on the track. They got this track called Roar of the Lion, and yeah, this is definitely one of them ones. But like I said, it's not one of their best albums, but for 2025, this is super necessary. And so far, all these music videos that they've been doing have been fire as fuck too, with that AI generated shit. I'm liking it. Like, yeah, they just gotta keep that going. I kind of do want them to drop another album in these next 2 years. Like, I don't want this to be their last album. I want them to drop another one that's short like this, but like a continuation or something. Because it's like this whole, like, it's kind of got that chamber music vibe because of the features, like I said. But at the same time, it's got them Wu Tang beats, and that's the thing that I need, them Wu Tang beats. Like, they're not trying to copy none of these niggas that's out here doing the auto tune and all that extra digital effects and shit. Like, they just stand on their shit. And they have like a lot of Mandingo and Warriors 2 Cooley High have one thing in common. They have like vocalists in the back, like kind of doing a, like, I don't even know what to call it, but I guess it's like a vocal trill. But they have like a lot of those up and down the album. But at the same time, it's kind of referenced back to our roots. Like, our roots are soul music and jazz and all that. And they got a lot of that vibe up in the beats. And that's one thing that separates the albums from others. So this album dropped on April 25, 2025. And I didn't think that this album was coming out till like later in the year, because whenever they announced this album, I thought they had just started working on it, but I guess they already had most of it done. So the last album that dropped by them was The Saga Continues, and this album is a lot longer. This is an album that came out in 2017. It's got 18 tracks. It's almost an hour long. This is still a really good album. This whole album, I believe, was produced by Mathematics. And this is still a classic album. So that album is kind of like a continuation of this album in a way. But as you can see, this album, it had all types of people. It had like one of the last Sean Price verses on it, R.I.P. They had Chris Rivers on the track. For those who don't know, that's Big Pun's son. They got, man, they had this album was stacked. They had Redman on a bunch of tracks, and I really wish that he was on Black Samson for at least one track. But then again, he had a legendary album drop at the end of last year, which is still a fire ass classic album. But Black Samson, Peep it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you ain't up on it, link in my bio for Los Devilis Radio. That's basically my playlist. I add songs from each of the albums I review onto this, but I also got like a lot of shit that's popping just on the West Coast in general on here. So yeah, stay tuned. Peace out, y'all.